Hi everyone, I'm First Alert meteorologist Lauren Linehan filling in for Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt this evening. Thanks for joining us on First Alert Weather Extra, our 30-minute all-weather streaming show exclusive on our streaming platforms. And the thunder, I don't know if you can hear it at home, but it's like it just started right as the show started. Perfect timing. Now this thunder is from a severe thunderstorm warning that is in the Birmingham metro area right now. So you'll notice on our First Alert AccuTrack, well, you notice back in Georgia, a lot more activity going on, but here in our neck of the woods, just a couple of thunderstorms. That one thunderstorm is certainly making a lot of noise here in Birmingham. So let's take this map in full here and notice where those storms are coming through. We're actually going to be having meteorologist Jill Gilardi run the radar here for us. So most of us aren't seeing much going on, but if we zoom in on this one thunderstorm in Birmingham, it has been making some noise, been bringing down a lot of rain. And you'll also notice too that it's bringing down that heavy rain from Birmingham, Mountain Brook, Homewood, Vestavia Hills, down towards Acton, getting towards Inverness, and then also towards Ivanhoe, Elton, up towards Hillview. We've also got some of that heavier rain in place, generally moving to the south and west. So here's our concern with this storm, that it could be dropping at least some small hail. So we've got one of our triple threats, triple threats thrown up here. And so when you see the purple popping up here, you get those greater purple colors. That would indicate the potential for some 1-inch hail possible near Ivanhoe and near Vestavia Hills. So as this pushes to the south and west, let's get those first alert times here. So this is in effect until 6:45 p.m. Central Time. So for the next 15 minutes, we'll see if it gets extended further. But coming into Oak Hill, 6:34, Midfield at 6:41, Fairfield 6:41, Brighton 6:51, Hueytown at 6:55, and Bessemer at around 7 o'clock. And also Hoover 6:49, River Chase Galleria Mall at 6:54. I had someone in Bessemer say, "Send the rain to us." Well, there you go. First alert. That rain should be knocking on your doorstep here within the next 30 minutes. And Jill has pulled up that information in effect for Jefferson County until 6:45. So basically this storm is riding down I-2059 corridor. And that's really it. That one storm here in the Birmingham metro. We do have one more a little farther north that has been sitting just to the south and east of Coleman. It came through Bluntsville earlier and now near Hanceville, around Bangor, Nectar, Sugar Creek. This one is not severe, but it is bringing a lot of heavy rainfall and has been moving a little bit more slowly than the storms that is coming through Birmingham. So the next 60 minutes here, putting that map in motion, and we're so thankful to have this technology with the next 60 minutes because our weather models not been doing a good job today. We always tell you guys in the summer months, well, they're kind of trash, honestly, because in the summer months, they just don't do a good job of pinpointing where those thunderstorms are going to pop up. So we've got a first alert for this coming towards Hayden and Warrior, that one cell south of Coleman, over the next 60 minutes towards I-65. And then it looks like this thunderstorm that has been in the Birmingham area will continue down I-2059 over the next 60 minutes. First alert time for Ezra, North Johns, Lawsontown here. But yeah, the problem with models in the summertime is that they just have a hard time picking up where these storms are going to pop up, because in the summertime you're dealing with convection. They're convective storms. So we think about popcorn in a bag. When you put popcorn in the microwave, can you say which kernel is going to pop next? No. It's the same way with the weather model. So we've come a long way with technology, but we still got a ways to go. But I also couldn't tell you where the next raindrop's going to fall, but it sure looks good here on our First Alert Sky Vision from Birmingham. And here's the best thing about it. Look what has happened to our temperatures. We fell from 96, that was the high at the Birmingham airport today, now to 79. So you see that fall. And that certainly helps to not just drop the air temperature, but that feels like temperature too, which has been so brutal. And the rain coming down in crane work. So if you got to head out soon, maybe get on the roads, just be mindful that anywhere around that Birmingham metro area, especially to the south and east of the city, that's where you could be seeing some of that heavier rain. But we also look towards Georgia. So you see all those storms moving towards West Georgia. It's a lot more active over there. The environment very conducive to produce severe thunderstorms that could have strong wind gusts or hail. And so the question is, if you live in East Alabama, Are those coming towards us? Well, it's a possibility. The thing is, once these get over in our area, you're going to be losing that daytime heating. The sun will be setting within the next hour or so. And once you lose that daytime heating, you just don't have as much energy in the atmosphere. Granted, it's still going to be warm and humid, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of these storms moving through the Chattahoochee Valley right now as they cross over towards areas like Lee County, Chambers County, if they could maybe keep on moving towards us here. So if you live in Tallapoosa County, I would definitely be mindful that these storms could be headed your way. Randolph County as well within the next 60 minutes at least approaching. So maybe by 8-9 p.m. we could see a couple of those storms if they manage to hold together, knocking on your doorstep. Notice the general motion of this is down towards the south and west, so it may end up clipping some of our southeast counties. We'll certainly keep you posted on that here, but that's the next 60 minutes that we're looking at. And as we go into tomorrow, the question is, all right, could we see some more storms to maybe help to cool us off? It's certainly not out of the question, but we will be keeping a close eye on things here in the First Alert Weather Center. All day long, it didn't even look like it was going to storm, and then finally it came to fruition. But coming up, we have some more things we're going to be talking about in First Alert Weather Extra. We're going to check in with Mickey, talking about that UV index, which is pretty brutal this time of the year, the lake forecast. Also checking in with meteorologist Matt Daniel if you're going to be headed on vacation to the beach or the mountains, what the forecast is looking like there. And of course, weekend extreme heat relief, what we could be looking at to help us get through all of these hot temperatures that we've been dealing with. And check in with Jill beyond the 7-day First Alert Weather Extra. We'll be right back.
The Next Big Thing gives you a heads up days ahead of the next big storm system. The Next 24 gives you the most accurate and updated look at tomorrow. And the Next 60 gives you a 60-minute advantage against Mother Nature. Knowing what's next, days, hours, or minutes away, this is why we First Alert.
When we declare a First Alert Weather Day, it's all hands on deck. We're on your side and in your hand with the First Alert Weather app. While Wes and the rest of the team track changes moment to moment, the app keeps you prepared and safe with video and alerts for your neighborhood. And if the power goes out, no worries, you can stream us anywhere. It's easy and it's always on. Stay ahead of Alabama weather. Just scan and tap and have the First Alert Weather app. This is why we First Alert.
On Good Day Alabama, we treat severe weather with the highest priority. It's more than just meteorologists. Everyone plays a part. Having more reporters in more places takes you beyond the First Alert, showing you the impact that we see on radar. We're live in your neighborhood when you need us. On air, online, and on the app. That's the advantage of having the most reporters on your side. That's the advantage of Good Day Alabama.
Our lives revolve around planning for what's next, like the next ball game.
One hot dog with ketchup? It's the same with weather. That's why we're on your side with the next big thing, the next 60 and the next 24. Knowing what's next, days, hours, or minutes away.
This is why we First Alert. Who puts ketchup on a hot dog?
Getting live breaking news and local updates has never been easier. That's because we're on your side with the WBRC streaming app. Need updates between newscasts? You can catch up quick here. And when we're live on TV, we're live here too. Just search WBRC on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV. WBRC Fox 6 News is on your side.
Welcome back to First Alert Weather Extra. I'm First Alert meteorologist Lauren Linehan. We've been tracking some storms, just a couple in our area in Georgia, lighting up like a Christmas tree. But in our neck of the woods, the big thing we've been dealing with today is that heat and humidity. But the best thing you can think about this time of year is, well, maybe I can go by the pool or the lake to cool off. We check in now with Mickey Ferguson to tell us more about the UV index during the summer and that lake forecast.
Hey, let's start out with a look at your UV index for the next couple of days. Now, not only is it hot, not only is it humid, but we have extreme ultraviolet rays are going to be affecting us all the way through the weekend. So SPF 30 or above is recommended. Stay in the shade, limit your outdoor time there, and avoid the sun if you can, especially when it gets really, really hot between now and Friday. You want to avoid a lot of this heat and avoid strenuous exercise out time. Remember to be hydrated. By the way, the umbrellas that you use, some of those work a lot better than others, so not all umbrellas are the same to keep those UV rays off of you. Here's a look out from Logan Martin Lake. Thanks to Kendall Mullins, you can see not only the sun, but it reflecting off the water. That's really a cool shot, so thank you, Kendall. Lake levels, they're pretty much full pool. Tuscaloosa's off by about 6 feet. But we're pretty much standard full pool in most areas. And your lake forecast over the next couple of days shows partly cloudy skies. Now there's only a 20% chance of showers going into tomorrow and Friday at Smith Lake with highs in the mid-90s. Mid-90s for Lay Lake, 20% chance of rain. We get into Lake Martin, mid-90 degree heat. You can see the same for Logan Martin. So all these forecasts basically the same. Little warmer at Neely Henry at 97 degrees and 97 degrees into Weiss Lake for Thursday into Friday. By the way, if you head out to the lake or wherever it is you're going weather-wise, you can send us a picture. Oh, Smoky Mountains. We got that Smoky Mountains forecast. I forgot about that. If you're headed up to the mountains, it's actually cooler there. I guess that's why a lot of people go. Especially going into the weekend and next week, the humidity really drops off. So it'd be a great time to take your dad to the mountains for Father's Day weekend. He probably wouldn't mind if you just leave him there since it's cooler weather there in the Smoky Mountains. And this is what I wanted to show you. If you go on vacation or you're out in the sun, if you got ideas on how to beat the heat, take a picture and send it in through our First Alert weather app, and we'll share it with the whole class. Be safe out there.
Thanks for that, Mickey, and thanks for also advising us to drop our dads off at the mountains and just abandon them there. Sounds like a great idea. Hey, probably cooler at the mountains, probably less humid, but let's check in now where it's probably a little bit more humid than we are here at the beach with meteorologist Matt Daniel.
All right, we're getting closer and closer to the weekend. Of course, it's Father's Day this weekend. Maybe a good idea to take Dad out to the beach. This is a look at Gulf Shores earlier this morning. Seeing some people out there, a little bit of cloud cover this morning, but not too bad. I will note the flag there looks yellow, so that's a moderate rip current threat across the area. Let's talk about the water temperature, shall we? Of course, we're now in the middle of June, so those temperatures along the coast getting a little warmer. Normally should be in the lower 80s, but guess what? It's a little bit warmer than that. We're actually in the mid 80s, so a lot of heat this week's really warmed up those water temperatures, now at 86 degrees. And the good news, if you are heading down to the Gulf Coast, the rip current threat looks relatively low going into tomorrow, Friday, and into the weekend on Saturday. So that is good news. Of course, wherever you are on those beaches, keep an eye on those flags. Like I said, Gulf Shores, sometimes they'll up it up just one. So they're showing that moderate rip current threat, although it looks like it will remain on that low end threat. Here's a look at the beach forecast for the next couple of days. Plan for some partly cloudy conditions with the chance for some storms in the afternoon and evening hours. Temperatures in the upper 80s. Going into Thursday and Friday. And you can see with our future radar, as we go into Friday, there will be a cold front making its way towards the Gulf Coast, so we could see some storms maybe Friday evening, Friday night, and maybe some lingering showers Saturday, but we'll start to dry out though, especially by Sunday, and with some northerly winds, it might not feel too bad, but still going to be very warm. So here's a look at that Gulf Coast 7-day forecast. Plan for the chance for some storms. Of course, if you have your WBRC First Alert weather app, no matter where you go, it will give you some weather updates, so make sure you check that out. But for the weekend, we have some storm chances Saturday, but drying out Sunday. Notice not too bad. We're looking at some upper 80s to near 90 over the weekend. And as we go into next week, that's when it's really just going to stay pretty quiet. Rain chances looking very limited Monday, Tuesday, into Wednesday with some sunshine. And we're looking at temperatures starting to really heat up all across the southeast. Looks like that hot weather pattern is here to stay as long as we stay into the month of June. So make sure you monitor the forecast and enjoy your weekend as we go into the Father's Day.
You know, I say if it's going to be this hot and humid, might as well be at the beach. Why be here at home in Birmingham? But we'll all get our beach time eventually. In the meantime, coming up, we check in with meteorologist Jill Gilardi for a look beyond the 7-day and, of course, your 7-day forecast. We'll be right back.
Every morning on Good Day Alabama, we know the news that matters the most to you is the news that hits closest to home.
And we know that to tell the best story means going to where the story is. That's why having more reporters in more places is so essential.
Giving you more local stories that impact your family, your school, and your safety.
On air, online, and on the app.
That's the advantage of having the most reporters on your side. That's the advantage of Good Day Alabama.
I hear from people all the time with questions about healthcare, their insurance, and the safety of certain treatments. I'm Morgan Hightower, and I investigate these stories because if I were being taken advantage of, or if my family couldn't get the help they needed, I would want to know how to take action. That's why WBRC Fox 6 News investigates. We're on your side, getting answers, keeping you informed and safe. Contact us when you need a team on your side.
Get pinpoint locations down to your street level on the First Alert Weather app. You can download by searching WBRC in your app store. That's accuracy you can plan on.
I hear from people all the time having problems with their landlord or worry about being ripped off by a bad business. I'm Josh Gann, and I investigate stories like these because if I had questions about protecting my finances or how to save more money, I would want the best advice available. That's why WBRC Fox 6 News investigates. We're on your side getting answers, keeping you informed and safe. Contact us when you need a team on your side.
Get First Alert weather and breaking news. Follow us on Twitter. Search at WBRC News.
Get First Alert weather and breaking news. Follow us on Facebook. Search at WBRC News.
Welcome back to First Alert Weather Extra. I'm First Alert meteorologist Lauren Linehan. We are tracking a couple of isolated storms here in our neck of the woods. We've also got some to the south down near Greensboro and Demopolis. But let's zoom in on this one thunderstorm. I think the severe thunderstorm warning expired on that, Jill. So this previously had a warning on it, but now we are seeing just a thunderstorm making its way south. And this has been moving through Jefferson County, pushing to the southwest right along I-20. So if you haven't seen rain yet, we have a first alert for rain and thunder headed your way to Sylvan Springs, Hueytown, Bessemer, Rockdale here over the next 60 minutes. And then we've also had this one shower that's just been holding on strong in Blount County. So you can see from Blount Springs to Harkness Crossroads down towards Hayden, some heavy rain, but we're not seeing too much in the way of lightning on it. Even a little bit of light rain extending up towards Bangor and Garden City. So this will keep on pushing to the southwest, moving towards I-65. First alert for Arkadelphia, Dantzler, Red Hill, and Corner. Seeing some rain here over the next 60 minutes. And we also have this thunderstorm that has been down towards areas like Uniontown, Greensboro, been moving in from the Montgomery viewing area. This is pushing northwest, unlike these other storms which have been pushing to the south and west. This is headed towards I-20, so I wouldn't be surprised if over the next 60 minutes we see this headed towards Utah and Boligy. So first alert for maybe some thunder headed your way. And of course, we're going to be watching for these storms too over in West Georgia. You'll notice a lot more severe thunderstorm warnings on these. These have been hail and gusty wind producers. So if you live over in East Alabama, you're like, are those headed our way? Well, it's a possibility. Looking at the next 60 minutes here, you'll notice as these storms push westward, they cross over the Chattahoochee River. It does look like we could be seeing a little bit of rain headed towards Tallapoosa County, maybe within the next hour or so. So we'll be keeping an eye on those, of course, staying with you through the evening. But another thing, in addition to these storms we've been seeing, the big story, heat advisory still in effect until 7 p.m. Central Time tomorrow evening, accounting for the heat and the humidity combined puts those feels like temperatures into the triple digits. But hey, if you get a storm to come through, it really helps things out a little bit. Check out that feels like temperature in Birmingham, 82 degrees. I gotta say, not mad at it. But then everyone else checking in for the most part in the triple digits. You can see towards Marion where that storm has come through, and that has helped too to cool things down. So if you don't get a thunderstorm to cool you down, sorry, the heat and humidity is still going to be being pretty brutal. And as we look here over the next several days, still going to be keeping that humidity high, maybe even through the start of the weekend with those feels like temperatures in the triple digits. But we should see some improvement as we get into Sunday, just in time for Father's Day and Juneteenth, when we should be seeing that lower humidity in place. So we'll keep high temperatures at least in the mid to upper 90s through the start of the weekend. Then there's going to be a little front that's going to come through. You hear front and you're like, oh, a cold front? Well, it's June, so let's be realistic here. That front won't actually make us much cooler. It'll make Sunday and Monday morning, all right, back down in the 60s, more seasonable for this time of the year, but it will help to knock the humidity down a touch for the latter half of the weekend. You'll notice though as we go into next week, still looking hot. So the question is, let's check in with meteorologist Jill Gilardi, looking beyond the 7-day. Is there any hope of this heat cooling down a little bit?
Yeah.
Just making weird noises.
Yeah, I just felt like making weird noises. I was thinking about the cold front. Maybe we just call it a comfy front this time of year because it makes it a little bit more comfortable, but that's about it. It may drop your overnight lows. As we take a look, as we have the past couple of days, there's been no change in this beyond the 7-day heat outlook, still looking like above normal temperatures across a large portion of the southeast, and that does include the state of Alabama. So it does not look promising we're going to see a change in this kind of pattern, but you know, there could be those random times where you get a lot of clouds and rain one day, and maybe that's what we're seeing, you know, day 14 where it says 83. Otherwise, it could get worse before it gets better. Now, the key is, you know, do we have the high humidity at the same time we have forecast highs around 100? Probably not. But either way, whether you're in the lower 100s or feeling it's just hot. I mean, so we're going to have to deal with this for a while. The normal high is 88 degrees, so we've been blowing that out of the water. We'll have to look and see how close we came to a record high today. I know the old one was like 98. I think we were just like a degree or two shy. So what's the... I see Lauren doing something. I thought she was referring like we hit a record. We didn't. You know, she does silly things off camera. All right, we're talking about beyond the 7-day, and we have, again, the heat. Yeah, it wants to hold on strong, but there's indications, some weakness in the jet stream. Maybe we'll see more thunderstorms, and that would certainly, as we noted, you get under one of those storms, the temperature is going to drop. So there's indication maybe later on this month we'll have a stormier pattern. That would mean those temperatures may not be as hot. Of course, the timing of the rainstorms is critical. But again, there is some indication going beyond the 7-day. Certainly with the GFS model I'm showing you, the American, the past 2 days, that maybe it won't be so bad. Maybe we will get some heat relief, and maybe we will see, you know, that precipitation be above normal. It's not impossible, but right now the Climate Prediction Center does show that the outlook for rainfall 8 to 14 days out, it's trending maybe a little bit below normal, but probably just closer to average. So don't see a sign of drought, but certainly see a sign of hot weather continuing. Lauren?
Getting live breaking news and local updates has never been easier. That's because we're on your side with the WBRC streaming app. Need updates between newscasts? You can catch up quick here. And when we're live on TV, we're live here too, giving you more ways to get caught up with everything happening where you live. Plus, exclusive videos from your First Alert weather team. It's easy to use and it's free. Just search WBRC on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV. WBRC Fox 6 News is on your side.
You've got enough to worry about every day. That's why the First Alert weather team is on your side, so you can plan with confidence and take the worry out of weather. With exclusive First Alert AccuTrack, we pinpoint storms before they arrive. And with Weather Every 6, you are always informed. Alabama's weather changes fast, but we're working even faster, updating and alerting you first. We know your plans are important. This is why we First Alert.
Every morning on Good Day Alabama, we're on your side, trying to get you where you're going safely. First Alert Traffic updates you on slowdowns and gives you alternate routes. Having more reporters covering the roads you drive on gives you even more info to help you know more about why it happened and when it will be cleared. On air, online, and on the app. That's the advantage of having the most reporters on your side. That's the advantage of Good Day Alabama.
I get calls and emails all the time from people wanting to know how cities, counties, and the state are spending their tax dollars. I'm Jennifer Horton, and I investigate how your tax dollars are being used because I don't want your money or mine wasted or fraudulently spent by politicians in power. That's why WBRC Fox 6 News investigates. We're on your side, following the paper trail, asking the tough questions, and giving you the facts. Contact us when you need a team on your side.
And let's take one final look at that 7-day forecast. It would be helpful if I pulled it up behind me, but we have been talking about the brutal heat and humidity that we've been seeing here across central Alabama, and that's really not going to be stopping anytime soon. We'll keep it that way through at least Saturday. So next few days, still going to be hot, still going to be humid, and we do have a chance of storms, a first alert for more hit or miss storms for Thursday and Friday. But then as we get towards the weekend, we begin to dry out. As meteorologist Jill Gilardi said, I love this term, I'm going to have to start using it. She should coin it, I think. A comfy front instead of a cold front will be coming through. So it's not necessarily going to make us that much cooler by any means, but it will help to dry us out. So by Sunday, we've got lower humidity just in time for Father's Day and Juneteenth. So if you have any outdoor plans, it's not going to be anywhere near as ridiculously muggy. Still going to be hot though, a little bit more bearable in the morning, but into next week, it looks very dry, trending drier, and temperatures just keep on climbing. We may have to end up upping those temperatures. Right now, the humidity doesn't look too bad, but we'll see. We'll watch with bated breath. In the meantime, we'll continue to track storms tonight if there are any around coming up on WBRC Fox 6 News at 9, and stay up to date on the WBRC First Alert weather app. I'm meteorologist Lauren Linehan. Have a safe evening.